Alrighty guys, so we are back. Board Bob here, and this is Factorio Modded. So the last two episodes we've been running our train track down to this ore patch down here. We got it all the way down there. We're missing some things, lasers and whatnot. But we got the walls and the tracks, and we're down here, and we're ready to go. So now we got a logistics setup down here. We got some logistics chests down here. We got 131 robots. We just need to tell them what to do. So, if you remember in the last one, we put in this T intersection here, so that we can travel out that way, and when if we need to, we can branch off down here, what have you. So now we need to set up a pickup point down here for our iron. And it's 10 million iron. It's a pretty good amount of iron. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a pretty good sized chunk down here. And I think the easiest way to do that, in my opinion, is to go ahead and just extend our railroad down. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of our 90-degree elbows and I'm going to plunk it down here. Now I did some looking, and if I've got this set up right, which it's turning blue, so it must be. All of these, like I said before, all of my roundabouts have roboports built into the schematics. Now whether they use them or not all depends upon whether I have them in my inventory at the time or not. But they are built in there. So what I did is I went ahead and I laid one down, as you can see right here. I laid one down for it so that when it gets it all hooked up, it will become part of that logistics network, just like the rest of them will, and we can take up all the outlying ones that we're using to build with. Now this may seem like a little bit of overkill to put down all this stuff for something that is at least semi-temporary, but it's just going to add to our grid, and we can always take it up later and go from there. So let me go ahead and throw this blueprint down and let them get to work on that. And while they are busy working away on that, there they go, doing their little thing, we're going to come over here and we're going to pull up these lasers, and we're going to start laying down our miners for our ore patch. But I don't want these lasers to go into the logistics system. And the reason I don't want that to happen is because I want to use them down here for this patch to protect this patch. We will go back, once this patch is up and running, we will go back and put in lasers and what have you on that rail line. But for right now, we got to get this patch up and running so that we can build more lasers. And as soon as we get these mines going on this patch, it's going to start pumping out pollution. It's going to be an attractant for graboids. So we want to get this out of our way and done so that we don't have to worry about them coming in and attacking it and what have you. So we're going to lay out our mining drills, and then from there we will determine the size of our walls, etc., and we'll go from there. So we're just going to do the same standard setup that I use all the time for ore. We're going to go out to the furthest point, and we're going to go up to the very first part that we can start plunking down miners, and we'll go until we can't go no more, flip around and come back. We're shooting for maximum density on this ore patch as far as miners are concerned. The more the better. The the more productivity we get, etc., etc. Now we are going to be hampered a little bit by the fact that we have a train going back and forth, but that's life. And we're also hampered by the fact that we're going to be hauling raw ore as opposed to iron plates. Space-wise, it would be more economical to haul iron plates, but like I was saying, I'm really not set up with a bunch of furnaces right now. So for this first one, we just want to get the ore up there because we're set up to process the ore up there. We can take the ore in and we can go from there. Down the road, once we've got a good supply of ore coming in, we can start making more furnaces, etc., etc. Looks like it's going to take a few more drills than I thought. So let's see if we got any more here. If we don't, I have a train that I brought down. Nope, that's all the drills there. Alright, let's go over here and visit our train. I'll show you the train while we're here. So I loaded up a train, and let me tell you, this thing is heavy. It's 5 cars and 1 engine, and it is a heavy train, but it should provide us with just about everything we need. It looks like, with the except, oh, there they are. There's their miner drills, right in the middle where we can't get to them. All right, not a problem. Get down here. I knew I had brought some. I just had to figure out where they were. There we go. I knew I had more. Cool beans. So once we figure out how big this space is going to be with all our mines, we can worry about it from there with regards to the walls and with regards to getting our rail siding laid out here. But let's at least get the mines themselves down. Now we don't have to start running the belts and what have you right away. We just want to get the mines down so we know how much space we're going to be covering, so that we know how much we want to space our walls out. Oops. All right. There we go. All right, so we got that set up. It looks like our busy bees are done doing their job. It would appear so. Awesome. All right, so now what we are going to need is we are going to need some track. We are going to need inserters. We're going to need steel chests. We are going to need a rail station. And that should start us off, I think. Oh, and we're going to need to steal some robots. So let's grab ourselves some bots. Well, what are you guys doing? No, 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 no. Dummies. I screwed up. Meant to put them in that chest. I made the big thing about, oh, we're going to put them in the chest, and then I, of course, didn't put them in the chest. Because, you know, I'm an idiot. We will put these down later, guys. We're not going to worry about putting them down right now. Give me them back. Alright, let's grab the rest of these bots. put the lasers in the chest before we forget. Lasers go there. All right. Hopefully that's all of them. All right, so let's snag up the bots that are in any of these. I don't know if we'll be able to get the ones in the center, if there's any in the center, but we will see in a second. So yeah, it looks like they did a pretty good job. They got, I would say, at least 90% of it done. How many we got over there? 29. Yeah, we'll go get them. The only thing we really seem to be missing, for the most part, is lasers. We can take a look and see. Signals and lights. Lasers, signals, and lights. And a robo. Why are we missing a robo port? We have a robo port. Oh, this must be over everything that's within the logistics, because we've got that other circle up here that's missing its robo port. That's what it is. This circle up here is missing a robo port. I don't care about that right now. All right, so let's grab up this robo port because it's now going to be in our way. And let's grab our loader schematic here. Our, yeah, blueprint. That's our unloader. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, it's right here. Alright, so this is our loader schematic. This is going to load the train. No, it's not. This is... Yeah, this is loader. I didn't reverse the belts. I just reversed the inserters. So I'm going to... excuse me. I'm going to have to reverse the belts on this. Oh well. Alright, no big deal. We can do that easy enough once we get it set down. So this thing comes with a refueler already attached to it for the trains, but we're not going to use the refueler down here because I got something else planned for this particular train, at least for right now. So the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to come up here and we're going to line this up kind of centered between the two rails, so that when we loop it, it will loop through here and head on down the road. So we're going to come down here as close to that as we can safely go, which I think that'll work right there. So let's plop that puppy down right there, let it build it out, and then, like I say, I'm going to have to reverse the belts, which no big deal because I got to take 90% of the belts up anyway. All this stuff that's sticking out here we're not going to use. Alright, so what are we missing? Looks like we are missing substation. Other than that, we're good. Okay, so let's go grab a substation. Should be up here. There we go. Snag ourselves some substations. Yeah, I know. You're going to try and put those tracks down now, aren't you? Oh, well. It's alright. I won't hold it against you. Right? Substation. Boom. So now that should cover everything with the exception of, let's flip all of these belts around. Right, okay. So that's gonna go there, That's going to go there. Ah, wow. Right? Right. And then that, oops, that's going to go away and that's going to go there. Of course you're going to. I could probably completely eliminate that splitter. Couldn't I? No, I can't. No, I can't. I was thinking I could, but I can't. My bad. That's got to go there. Alright, there we go. So let's say, boom, boom, boom. Get rid of you. Alright, so that looks like everything going that way now, all the way up to here. And we're getting rid of these belts anyway. Right, right. I know, you just went through all that work to put that in, right? Tough. Pick it back up. Didn't want you putting it down. Pick that up while you're at it. What's that? Is that anything? No, that's nothing. Alright, so there we go. And we're going to get rid of the refueler because we don't want it. The light we will leave. Looks like I am missing a substation. Oh wait, I got them in hand. So we're going to want another substation right here. Right here. Yep, right there. Alright, so those three substations will cover all of these inserters. Right? So now we just need to bring our track in. Oh, did I take up the... I certainly did. I took up the whole dang on thing, not just the refueler. Man. Alright, is there any way I can... No, I'm going to have to, aren't I? Alright. Shift. Put you down again. And then pull this out and erase all of this real quick before you guys get to it. How's that? How's that? And then put that down. And there we go. Alright, so now, what are you doing? Where are you going? Oh, yeah, you're going to put those back in. And then I'm going to just take them back out because they don't belong there. That one, 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 and that one. Right, right. Alright, there we go. So substations are in. Station is in. I just wanted to... I took the whole thing out. I only wanted to take that out. Alright, so there we go. So that gives me my... Oops, missed one. Right there. Alright, so now... we know our train track has to come... How come it's not lining up? Dang me. It should line up. Oh, because I flipped it. Okay. Son of a biscuit eater. Alright, well, you know what? Let's do this then. Let's lay down a row of track. And then let's try this again. See if we can get... No, it's not going to line up. Huh. Weird. not going to let me do it. All right. I think it has to do with the fact that I flipped this schematic, or this, yeah, I flipped it. So that may be what's causing us our problems. All right, no problem. You know what? More than one way to skin a cat. Let's get rid of all of that. We'll run our track, and then we'll build the stupid thing. You know, it's always something, right? But at least now we sort of have an idea where we want our track to be. Let's pick up these inserters, and we will run it next to those, and then we'll pick those up. Well, no, yeah, and then we'll pick those up, and then we'll run 2 rows of inserters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Did we want a space between them? Let's look. Yeah, we wanted 1 space between them. Alright, yeah, we wanted a space. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And space. There we go. Now we can build this sucker out. And let me look, make sure. Let me get my reference. Yep, that's what we want to do. Before we lay those down, we want to put our inserters on the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Now we want to do this. Oops. There. All right. Right. Now let's get our schematic back out and take a look again. So then it is just 2 rows of chest, 2 rows of inserters. Okay. So all right, out of chests. Do we have any iron up here? Where'd we put it? There it is. Do we have any steel, rather? I don't know that we have any steel with us. We got some, but not enough. Nowhere near enough. Alright, well, not a problem. Temporarily, we will... Do we have any other chests? Yes, we do. There we go. So temporarily we'll put in iron chests instead of steel chests, and come back and put in steel chests, and there we go. All right. So now and then for these we want these. And then we want them again here. Right, right. Then, let's see, what do we want? All right. So then we want belts. And we just want to reduce our belts down, blah, blah, blah. Okay. We can do that. So there's that. Splitter, splitter, splitter. Now I could probably save some room and do this. Right? Right. Because then that'll split to that. Those will split to... Oh, sugar. Sorry about that. Yep, those will split to those. And then we just need an input for each of them. Right, there we go. And then substation there. And I don't think, will it reach on this side? It will reach on that side. Hey, that saves us a substation even. Sweet. Right, so there we go. So that is everything going into there. The only thing we have left that we have to do is we have to put down a station. We'll run this out, give ourselves enough room, and then we'll grab a station, and there's our cars right there, right? No. And again, it's not, why is it not lining up? Do we gotta move over by one? Really? You know, nothing's ever easy. Should have put this puppy down firsted. Well, at least it's, well, yeah. At least it's only one, right? Yeah. So we got to do this one. This row goes on the other side. And then we pick these up. And this up. And then this row flips around too. And that goes there, and there, and there, and there. Oops, that's okay. These are flipped around the wrong way anyway. Oops. Missed picking these ones up. I gotta pick up both sides. Gotta pick up both sides. Alright. Gazinta, Gazouta. Gazinta, Gazouta, Gazinta, Gazouta, Gazinta, Gazouta. Let's call the whole thing off. Okay. There we go. Now, right, right. Right. Now, substation. Oops. Belt. Belt there, belt there. Splitter, splitter, splitter. Splitter, splitter, splitter. Splitter, splitter. Splitter. Splitter, splitter, splitter. There we go. Now substation. Right, and substation there. We'll move it over just because we're weird and anal retentive that way. Okay. So now they should line up. There we go. All right, so that's got that, right? Yep, there we go. So now we can eliminate the rest of this part of the track, and we're going to want to come to this track here. So let's see. Now this is going to be our next problem. Probably we'll have to move this, but we'll see. Can we snake this and get it to come back to there? Therein lies the question. And the answer to that question is yes. Now, can we get the other side to do the same thing? Therein lies our second question. And I believe the answer to that one is going to be a much easier yes, of course we can. There we go. So that'll come out there, come back in there. Now, do we want to see if we can do that? And yes, we can. That way it has a choice of which one it goes on to come back out of there. In case one of them is crowded, it won't have to wait. And we'll do the same thing here. There we go. And there we go. So now we just close in the walls. And we in business. So we want to give ourselves room for lasers, room for walking, and just room. So let's go there as our inside. How many is that? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I should have done that with the robots. I should have just hit shift and had it do it. I didn't do that. I should have. That's life. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Now, is that going to get in our way down there? No, it's not going to get in our way down there. Nice. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, and we'll see where that comes over at and meets it. So, I guess, technically speaking, with the way I'm doing my walls, because I remember I said I'm going to do individual bases for each thing. I am, but the walls for the track are going to adjoin the walls for the bases. So, technically speaking, I guess it makes it one gigantic base inside a set of walls. if you really want to be technical with roads or railroads. But, you know, I think you guys get the idea of what I want to do with this, that I want to make it, you know, individual locations. I mean, if you want to get technical about it, yes, it's all one base. But it is spread out and traveled by train. How's that? It is a base that we travel by train around. So would that not make it trains? That would make it what do they call those? Metros? Would this technically be a metro? Up, we're out of walls. Let's get some more walls. All right. You know, at the rate we're going with the stuff that we have on hand, we may not even really need to raid the train. But that's okay, because we'll have it stocked for building more rails. That will be our rail building train, and we will just keep it, and we will love it and hug it and squeeze it, and oh, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. So right on that thing. So then we can name our train George, right? Does that work for anybody? Now, obviously, once we start running that line out, one of these walls is going to be redundant, and we'll be getting rid of it. But in the interim, we're going to leave it there. Bring me the walls. All right. So now get in my belly. Now eventually we will have to design a blueprint for this, and we'll get our minions to do it for us. Oops. And of course, we need more belts. They're not going to be in there. They're going to be in here or in the train. Nope, no belts. All right. They are in the train. Aha, there they are. Of course they are. Hey, come back with my RoboPort. Tell me that's all the belts we have. Huh. Oh no, there's belts there. Oh, lots of belts there. Plenty of belts. Yep, that was right. Okay, what do you know? I feel like there's a place that I didn't finish all the way. Maybe not. Right? Right. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. So, if we do this, right? And then we do this. Oops, wrong side of it. Let's try this again. That will give us our first one. And then here, and right, right. Bada bing, bada boom. And then just for giggles, right, there we go. So that should be all of that. Now we should just need power. And power, where's the longest one? There's the longest one. Right there. I'm off on something, aren't I? I'm off somewhere. Let's see. 1, 3, 1. Well, actually, seems to be running okay. You know what? We'll just fill in where we need to. To heck with it. We're not going to go crazy about it. Alright, sorry I'm not talking too much, guys. I'm just trying to get this all figured out and done. And get us back in production mode. Because it's sure going to be nice to have iron again. Now, admittedly, it's going to take it a while to get caught back up, but where at least we will have it. Is a key. Aquí, ¿dónde está aquí? Right? Right. So now, let's see if it works. Let's change this to, sorry Marcus, and then let's look at our trains, because we're gonna look at our, we want to look at our other, we want to add that one, and we're going to do inventory full, and then we're going to add the smaller one, and we're going to go inventory empty. And I guess we can't change them from here. We'll have to go to the map, and change this one to not frop, drop. There we go. Alright, so now let's look at this train again. Load them up and drop them off, right? Full cargo inventory, drop them off, empty cargo inventory. Now we're not going to do that yet because right now it's full of other stuff. But what we can do is that. Are they all oh, we missed the back row. There we go. Now there are two more things we are going to want to do while we're here. One, we are going to want to cap this off. And two, we're going to want to put lasers down around our mine. There it is. So let's cap that puppy off. And I just realized, oh well, it's not going to take that long to do it. We'll let it do it. Come on, guys, seriously? You can't get that far? Fine. You guys are some pretty weak sauce. Alright. So now we're capped off. Yeah, go inside. And let's take these guys out of here. Check and see how many, if any, we have in our logistics. Where is the one that's... We have one, apparently. Alright, well, that's okay. We're going to go over here. We are going to remove our roboports so that we don't run the danger of potentially dropping these where we don't want to drop them. Alright, so there we go. So let's get rid of some stuff temporarily. And lasers. Alright, so I think we want to concentrate on this wall here. We'll see how many we have. We'll overlap them. And we'll go from there, guys. Because now that we got the iron going, we can start making lasers again, and we're gonna go at making lasers with a quickness, so that we can get the rest of these walls filled back in where they need to be filled in at. Why are they not doing their job? They are doing their job. It is over there. I'm blind and stupid. Well, we know that, don't we? How are we doing on electric? Oh, we're doing good. I was thinking for some reason that was we were running off of just the solar panels and the accumulators, and we're not, because we went over and hooked into the base power. how many we got left? 9, according to this. Oh, we got 50 that we still got left. We're fine. You know what? Let's close that wall back up. So we'll double them up on this side of this wall. And then we'll throw a few down along this wall, just a cuz. Like I say, what's going to probably attract the most attention is not so much this railroad. It's going to be those miners. So alright. And then just take the last of these. We'll clean up our spacing later when we have enough lasers to clear up our spacing. Gee, what was I saying? Wasn't I saying something about the miners were going to attract things? Alright. So let's get this wired in. Forget when it's close to something else it doesn't space right. Alright, so looks like we are wired in. We are closed in. We are building up our ore. And let's go get in this train and see if it makes the circuit. You know what we probably want to do though before we do that, I know they're not going to attack stuff, but it would be stupid of us to leave our shit sitting out there in a chest. Let's not leave our crap sitting out from behind the wall. put our wall back up. And then let's get in our train. How are we doing on fuel? We're okay on fuel. Alright, schedule. We want to go to load them up, but we're going to stay in manual because it probably won't load anything up. Like I say, big damn train. Right? Oh, it's got some space. Let's grab it on there then. Alright. So we load it up, right? So let's go to drop them off. We haven't set drop them off up yet, but I mean it's up there, but there's nothing. Oh, we forgot to connect them. Oh well, they'll be all right. So what are we missing? We're missing lasers, lights, and rail signals. That's not bad, guys. I mean, we're missing other things too, gates and the like, I'm sure. This is just temporary. It looks like ass, I know. It's just temporary. But there we go. So now, all we need to do is we need to set ourselves up some iron ore drop-off. And iron ore comes in where? Where's our iron ore come in at? That's plates. That's stone. Where was our iron ore? Oh, it was coming in. It was coming in over here, wasn't it? Yeah, it was coming in over here. Alright, so this was our iron ore drop-off. So let's pull this down here. And we will do our one last good deed for the evening. Right? And we have any rails on us? No, we don't. Of course we don't. Luckily, we're right where we make them. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cheat a little bit. Alrighty. Did it put down my rail stations, didn't I? Oh well. That's okay. We'll see if this sucker works now. This is our... Oops, wrong one. This one is the one we want. Now this is our loader, right? Yes, this is our loader, our unloader. So let's see if it will allow us do this properly. And if it will, we'll set it up. If it won't, I'm gonna quit, and we'll set it up in a little while. There we go. So, do they fit? Looks like they fit. Oh, this is the... Yeah, that's the unloader. Alright. But this is on the wrong side. And this we don't want at all. We don't want this either. Yes, we do. Well, we want some of it, but not all of it. Alright. So, I want to see if this will allow me to set this up right. If it'll let me set it up right, then we'll know, and I'll call it a night as far as filming, and I will get this thing hooked up and running. I just want to see, and the reason I want to do this on camera is because I want to see if I have, yep, see, there we go. See, I have to adjust it by 1 space apparently, just like I had to do the other one. So, alright, but at least now we know. So you guys have seen it, there it is. Hope that was between the 3 videos enough that you know, it didn't bore you to death, but at the same time, you know, kind of got you an idea of where we're headed. So, all right, well, I will talk at you guys later. You guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.